Christian rock isn't making Christianity better. It's just making rock worse. Another quickie little team battle, and it's one that's been requested. Jungle Malphite serves more as a counter pick to other junglers. In this case, Hecarim. And you can see me fiddling with the options to take off the sound because I don't like the music in the background during these videos. Anyways, attack damage reds with 3 armor pent reds instead of attack damage. And then attack damage quins, armor yellow, magic resistance blues, 921 masteries. And regrowth pendant start. I love this. If you get a good leash and shields, you won't use up your potion, you won't take any damage. And in this case, I got a good enough leash that I didn't have to use smite, so I could immediately use smite. I mean, I could save smite to use it on red and immediately take it down quick and go for a quick gank. That was successful. Lulu has beaten our Jax player several times before. However, now she's got no flash, and now she's gonna get pummeled. So, go back to farming my jungle and get a level 4. Maxing out E first, and I gank Cassiopeia. I tell Twisted Fate, get feisty, get aggressive, jump in, deal some damage, and we go for the kill. And we get Cassiopeia, and now go back to clearing. And I always save my smite for the big golems because usually certain characters tend to take too long during them. Malphite's one. He'd rather just burn down the other things with like the wraiths with his AoE powers, regrowth pendant, and any heart of gold. We know Hecarim's blue is about to be up, so we come try to take it. Cassiopeia doesn't do this very, intelligently and dies as a result. Dropped. Back to taking blue, but it gets smite stolen from me. I feel violated. So now, shamefully, I go back to get my blue, but mid dies. So since I get clairvoyance, I might as well take blue. I don't want to risk having it taken from me, and it might as well go to me. Twisted Fate isn't so blue dependent, and Cassiopeia doesn't have her blue either, so it's meh. I have my ultimate and I'm waiting to use it, but I have a suspicion they have a ward around here, so I just leave. I find Hecarim and I throw a Q at him. No, two people try to gank Jax because Hecarim was mid, so it'd be obviously trying to gank Jax. So before they try to run away, Twisted Fate comes in, starts counter ganking him. I jump in, use my ultimate, and to make sure Hecarim stays long enough for us to kill him. Though it seems Jax was actually winning versus a 2v1 gank. Who would have thought that? Anyways, back to trying to kill Cassiopeia. Hecarim is in his jungle. I lay a ward there in his race just to know where he's gonna move. Gives me a feeling that he suspects that I'm still hanging about, so he rummages back up and down, probably keeping tabs on his jungle. Now I'm waiting to use my ultimate since it's a perfect ganking to win. Cassiopeia is I want to dive her, and then for some reason she heads down. It makes sense that they know I'm here, so they want to try to ambush me, but that wasn't really thought out that well. So I used my ultimate to not only escape the gankers, but kill Cassiopeia. So now we're ahead again. Blue spawns, Jax steals it, Hecarim and Lulu try to stop him from taking it, but they're too late. So now we've got an advantage over their jungler, and we destroy them quite handsomely. I'm taking Shirley's Reverie, by the way. A good thing to notice, I picked Malphite because he feels like the most appropriate counter for Hecarim. Movement speed based character. Rip his movement speed out of him just with a Q, and then shred his attack speed with your E. They have a ward bottom, so I decided, I can't go for the gank. So instead, I can only go for a direct gank. I saved my ultimate because I didn't want to, dive them. And Nunu, there would be no way to interrupt him if he did his ultimate, so probably not the best idea to try to dive him on Nunu. Hecarim dives, Hecarim goes for my Twisted Fate ally, and I flash in just as Cassiopeia ults, and for some reason, Malphite gets turned to stone. So, it's just me, taxing the lane for a little bit, waiting for my Twisted Fate to come back. But I also want to push it against Cassiopeia. Twisted Fate can gank somebody right now, so we're gonna gank bottom. Twisted Fate starts up his cards of evil, teleports down. They're gonna flash together, and that's the perfect time to just ult him right there. easy, delicious, clean kills for my team. For some reason, we decided not to get Dragon. So, and instead, we're going to trap Hecarim and Cassiopeia out of his tower. Notice what I'm doing. I'm staying away from them, and I'm keeping the minions away from reaching the tower. So, if they attack me, I'll just back away, and they'll be away from the tower, and Twisted Fate will be able to get some cheese hits on them. Now the minion wave is coming, and they know this is bad for them, because we're about to die them. So they try to fight me. Cassiopeia just gets comboed and nuked down, and Hecarim is not going to last any longer. They got desperate to try to make a run through, so... I'm going to get Channel killed right now. We're losing Oracle because of this. But, oh well, worthy sacrifice. We can't fight this since we have no mana and no real spells, so we would just retreat. I have the most health, so I double back just to slow somebody down and keep my teammates from being hurt. Anyways, team battle seems pretty much about over, and this is a requested Malphite one, and he's more of a counter pick, so you can't really make a luxury of picking him over other characters. Since he's very, he's above average in a lot of stats, but he's not overtly strong like the others, like Mundo and shit at the moment. So he's great, and he's a good jungler, so don't doubt him.